Hi, my name is Adriel William, and today's video is regarding interview preparation. And I personally wanted to talk to all the people who are preparing for interviews and wanted to really make it happen, really wanted to get accepted to a dentist school, because I've seen two kind of people. There are people who get acceptances or invites for an interview, and they're like, yeah, I have an interview on Saturday, we'll prepare for it, we'll watch some YouTube videos, and I'm good. And then there's a second kind of people I meet, and I think I was one of them, that when they get an invite, they start to tell themselves, I don't know if I will get accepted this year or not, but I'm going to go all in. I'm going to try to prepare as good, as much as I can. I'm going to push as hard as possible before my interview. I'm going to prepare myself and I'm going to give my best, and I'll see how it goes after that. And I'm actually making this video for the second kind of people who are actually trying to do their best to improve in every way possible. And this is a very, very important thing I'm going to tell you, because I presume you won't hear it on internet. This is something I haven't heard from anybody else. But over my experience of working with candidates, one of the things I keep listening is when I'm training people, when I'm listening to them, is that they will walk in or they will open the Zoom and I ask them question and they will say, I did a master's in health administration. I've been doing dental assisting. I was a prosthodontist back home. I've been a registered dental hygienist in Florida. And I'm listening to all of this when they are telling me their stories. And 99% of the time I would stop them, or later when they are finished, I tell them one thing. And this is a very, very important thing. I would highly say, write this down if you can. Never ever quote yourself in a way that I have done a master's in health administration, or I am a registered dental hygienist, or don't say I was a prosthodontist back home in India. Rather than saying these words, I did this, focus on saying what you learned from your experience. So now if I have to say I did a master's in health administration, I would rather say that during my master's program, I got to learn the importance of patient confidentiality. I got to learn the importance of insurance system. I got to learn how to interact with my colleagues, with my faculty, and how to improve my patient management. And these were some of the things I was fortunate to learn during my master's program. Now, if you listen to this closely and you can actually rewind it and see it again, is that I am showing off that I did a master's without showing off. So what you're focusing on is that what I got to learn or what I got to improve through the opportunity that was handed down to me by the heavens or by God, rather than saying I earned this. Because you need to remember this, you're in an interview and you're sitting in front of a person who might be a dentist and has an experience of 40, 50 years of dentistry. When you walk in and say, hey, I have done dental assisting for 5 years, and you like to act big and broad and like to boost your ego by saying that I did all of this, in his world, you're non-existent. And I'm just saying for myself too, if I'm sitting in front of a faculty who has an experience of 40 years of dentistry, my experience or my intelligence doesn't mean anything. And if I'm actually talking to them, I would honestly say that over the past 2 years, I've done this after my DDS, but there's a lot more for me to learn. And I was fortunate that I got this opportunity. And I tell people that your verbiage tells a lot about your mentality and about your thought process. When I talk to candidates and they jump into saying, I did this and I did that, I just know that this is a young person who haven't really tasted reality. Because one of the things I'll tell you is that dental schools like maturity. They want people who have experienced life, who are humble, and who are going to be good team players. So when you're using your words, I would highly encourage you use verbs like I was fortunate to get this opportunity. I had the opportunity to do a master's. I had the opportunity to work as a dental assistant. I was fortunate that I got to learn to work with softwares like Axiom, Dentrifix during my preceptorship program, or I got to interact with a diverse patient population while working as a hygienist in Florida. So you want to use your words very carefully, and I'm not asking you to be fake. And I'm not just asking you to think about interviews, but overall, when you're talking to somebody, use verbs or use words in a way that shows humility and that shows a bigger sense of life. So this was a very important thing that I keep coming across, and I feel if you can make this tiny change, a small change in the sentences or the words that you use, you can actually make a huge impact to the person who's listening to you. And if you like this video, if you found this valuable, I would highly suggest kindly hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully, I'll bring you more valuable content like this, and your encouragement or your comment or your subscription to this channel will actually help other people like you to watch more of this video. So thank you, and hopefully in future I'll see you in a more meaningful video. Thank you.